Where did I put that? There we go. Some quick news. We did, in case you all don't know, let me bring it up here. You recall the roles that we talked about yesterday? The community roles are now live, or the applications are now live. So I have, I don't know if you can read that. I have 5 roles outlined right now. You left us alone all day. I've been waiting hours. 5 roles outlined. Community manager, which is the biggie. Not really the biggie, but kind of like the go-to person for a lot of things, social media, and for these other guys. If you click through on each one of these forms, it kind of describes. Well, I use that as a test, so it kind of describes what's involved in each role. So if you click through in each one, you can see that it tells you what the responsibilities are and what kind of to expect, and then you have to answer some questions and submit the form, and I'll get all the responses. So I got these defined for subreddit. Thanks, Endless. Highlight, Guru, Giveaway Guru, and Code Monkey. I changed it from Tools Manager to Code Monkey. I'm kind of all centered, aren't I? Let me shift all my stuff. I got all my Elite Dangerous setup going. I got the track IR and everything, so wires everywhere right now. So that's the first thing, and just to reiterate what we discussed yesterday. Excuse me. We are going to be establishing a schedule, but the schedule is not going to start until Monday. I know some people may have been expecting otherwise because I never specified, and that was my fault. I should have specified when this was going to start. We're going to start this official schedule on Monday. The EU time zone schedule is tentative. That's not set in stone. The 12 p.m. The 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern is not set in stone, so don't count on that being every day, especially next week and the week after. Going to be pretty busy for me during the day, but 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. should be okay. Kind of like what we're doing right now. With the first 20-30 minutes of the cast, we're going to be covering gaming tech news, and I'm going to cover a couple things right now just to give you guys a little bit of insight what that's going to be like. Couple things I found today. This is going to be the theme, I guess. Apparently, Activision has decided that previous gen consoles don't need a campaign for Black Ops 3. In this statement released by Activision, they have announced that the Black Ops 3, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360 versions will feature multiplayer and zombie only. Now, that stings. That stings. Now, I'm not like overly surprised that that's the case. It's the timing of it all that surprises me. It's typical Activision late announcement after all the hype's been built, after all the footage has been shown, after all the betas. We're just not going to do it on those platforms. And I feel sorry for those people on 360 and PS3 who maybe pre-ordered or something like that. And the comments are probably going to reflect that. So I don't understand why people still give these guys money. For something as blatant as this, why in the world would you still buy this game for those platforms? I mean, if you're not the target, if you're not on the 360 or the PS3, then I can kind of understand, but that you'll give them a pass because you're not going to buy it on that platform anyway. But if I was buying this on PS3 or Xbox 360, or I had pre-ordered it, that would have been I would have been like that. I'm done. That's it. you're just not gonna get my money. So this statement is from Activision. As we announced back in June, we know there are still fans waiting to make the switch to the newest console hardware. Blah, 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 blah. The Black Ops PS3 and 360 version will feature multiplayer zombies gameplay only, not campaign. Let me make this bigger. There it is. Not campaign. The ambitious scope of the 1 to 4 player co-op campaign design of PS4, Xbox One, and PC versions could not be faithfully recreated on old generation hardware. Delivering the best possible gameplay experience on all platforms as always are. This sounds like this was not the original plan. It really sounds like it wasn't. It really wasn't the original plan. I really think they were going to try to make it work on there. I think they hit a point of no return. They said, well, we're just not going to get it done. But yeah, man, if I was on those platforms, I'd be upset. So check this story out, guys. This is on Activision's site, actually. Let me link it in chat. It's going to be $50. It's $50. So the single player campaign is worth $10. In the same vein, are we seeing the end of campaigns? I mean, are developers just going, let's just not do that? Because Rainbow Six Siege, this is news to me. Maybe this is not news to you all. It's not going to have a single player. So that's 2 shooters that are coming out. One by Activision, one by Ubisoft. And this dropped at EGX 2015. There is no story mode per se. You go through training where you get to experience different operators and their devices. You get to play against enemy AI in co-op through all the maps. Sounds like Titanfall a little bit. You can customize matches, so that's where we're offering the single player side of things. It's pretty good training ground, and on top of that, you're unlocking the same content as you would playing in PvP. You're still gaining stars, renown points, and new operatives. How are we seeing the end of campaigns and shooters? That's 2. That's 2, man. I'm not like upset or anything. It's not like I was looking for like, oh no, Rainbow Six Siege single player is what I pre-ordered that I didn't pre-order. I pre-ordered for. I'm so disappointed. No, I don't care. I mean, I still haven't tried this game yet. It looked intriguing, but I don't want to update Uplay. I just don't want to update Uplay. I don't like that software at all. But scheduled for release December 1st, and I think Call of Duty's in November. 2 shooters, 1 tactical, 1 not. Both offering co-op gameplay, and both opting not to do a single player campaign. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So let's watch a trailer. Movie time. Woo! Groot?
All will serve the jungle dragon. We serve no one.
Yee. My stick. Like he's got a twig in his hand.
Stand against me.
He jumps this high off the ground with a stick. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He jumps this high off the ground with a stick. October 23rd, guys, Heart of Thorns. Just wanted to show that off. That was kind of dropped past couple days, and looks exciting. Exciting. Why am I going to... I don't want to do this. Auto video next. But check that story out, guys. That's on YouTube. All right. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Nexus 5. The sky and the air is abuzz about the iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus. A little bit of tech news for you guys. The Google Nexus 5 has hit the FCC, and a lot of people, they kind of want to know if it was going to hit their carrier. So the only tidbit of news with this is that the FCC listing for the Google Nexus indicates that it's going to be available in all major U.S. carriers. The only one that's kind of still up in the air is T-Mobile's existing 3G. But all 4 major U.S. carriers should be able to carry the next flagship phone from Google. This is the LG branded Nexus, the one I've got my eye on. If this is the one that if it doesn't impress me spec wise or feature wise or price wise, then I'll probably get an iPhone 6. So this is the one I'm looking at, and I've always been a fan of LG phones. I haven't owned one yet, like the G5 and all these other ones that they came out where I was like really close to getting, but I ended up getting the OnePlus. But it's good to know that it's going to be available on all major U.S. carriers according to the FCC listing. So that is coming to you guys. So that's all the story, all the news we got for today. We're going to go ahead and jump into some video games. Look for this kind of stuff every cast. We're going to try to do this. And if we don't have any stories, we're just going to talk about us. We're just going to talk about us. That's what we're going to talk about. But yeah, let's go ahead.